Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jason and I am your watch guy today. Today I am back with another top 5 AliExpress watches for this month. These are watches that I've spotted throughout the month that I really am interested in having a closer look at, and I'd like to show you what I've been seeing. Now I think that this one is probably timed pretty perfectly. We've all just had our January payday, and what else is a better way to spend your hard-earned cash than another watch? I can't think of anything. No? Good. All of the links to these watches are available in the description if you'd like to pick any of these up or have a look at anything else from those stores. I have linked them all directly below, and I've linked the stores that I have seen these watches on. What I'd always say to you guys is to have a look around the AliExpress market. If you can get them cheaper, get them cheaper. It's always best to save yourself a little bit of money. So this week we are starting off with a homage to a micro brand. This is the IPOSE homage to the Serica 5303. Now, I really did enjoy the look of the Serica when it hit the market, and a lot of reviews did really give it a decent amount of praise. The big issue for me was that it was over £1,000, and well, it was over €1,000, and that is not exactly the type of money that I spend on a watch without really thinking it through first. This one, however, is a little bit more reasonable. You can pick it up with a PT5000, an SW200 or ETA movement, 215 for the PT5000, all the way up to 315 for the ETA movement, 265 in the middle for the SW. Now it's got a sapphire crystal, this really beautiful aesthetic to it, that vintage dive type of aesthetic. I think that that's what really won the market over for the Serica. And obviously it follows through into this watch, and that is why I think it will be very popular on the AliExpress market. There are a few reviews out there already that I do suggest you go and have a look at. 200 meters of water resistance, and this one I have found available on the Heimdallr watch store. As I say, that's priced between £215 and £315 at the moment. Make sure you try and use as many codes and coupons and coins as you possibly can. Get as much money off that as you can. It is a really beautiful piece. Moving to a brand I suspect that we are all a massive fan of. This is the latest from Escapement Time. It is a retro or vintage style chronograph, single display chronograph in this one. It is a VK64 Seiko Mecha Quartz movement. We all know how much quality comes in those movements. It gives you the best of both worlds, I believe. 38mm, so it does have a very nice vintage feel to the watch, and it does have a sapphire crystal, 316L stainless steel, 50 meters of water resistance. We can probably expect that with the type of style that this one is. Now with that Mecha Quartz movement on the Escapement Time official store, this one comes in at £113. I think that's a very good deal. I know that we usually pay much less for a VK standard watch or VK fitted watch. However, the quality that comes with Escapement Time, you can see throughout the market, you can see throughout reviews that have been done on their watches. They are really quality watchmakers, and therefore I do believe that it warrants that type of price. Now we're moving back up in the market and we are going to PROXIMA. Now PROXIMA make really quality watches. Yes, they are a little bit more expensive than the usual AliExpress brand. They play more in the market of San Martin, Cronos, etc. They are really fantastically made watches. However, I've only handled a couple in my time. Each one have really impressed me. The reviews that I see on these pieces, however, always hound them with praise with their quality for the build and the value that they do offer to the market. This one is the PX1701, and it is a homage to the CW Sapphire. Now the CW Sapphire hit the market and was absolutely loved by the masses. I had a friend who said that it was an affordable grail. He bought himself one and he absolutely loved it. The watch really gives a very premium aesthetic, and we know that CW really do offer that in the Swiss market. Really affordable pieces with really fantastic quality to the build. However, this one does come in much cheaper than the CW would set you back. You can pick it up with either the PT5000 Chinese movement or an SW200 movement. Obviously there is a price difference. $236 for the PT5000, and if you wanted it with that Swiss movement, we're looking at $347. Now, I think you need to really decide yourself whether that SW is what you need in a watch. If you need that Swiss quality, then definitely pick up the SW and pay a little bit extra. It'll make you feel a bit better. However, I do think that the PT5000 movement does offer us some absolutely fantastic value for money on the market. High beat 28,800 beats per hour movement, and each one that I've had in a watch has been fantastic for me. I don't really have any complaints for it at this point. We are still waiting, however, to see the longevity of that movement. So that is the pro and con of the PT and the SW. Make up your own mind. Either way, the price is pretty fantastic, especially considering the SW200 is, I'm pretty sure, the same movement that the CW, the Christopher Ward, uses. Obviously, the selling point to this watch is that sapphire dial. Absolutely gorgeous. You'd have to pick up the blue though. I don't think the white gives you the same pop. 39 millimeters in diameter, 200 meters of water resistance, and that is available on the Proxima official store on Aliexpress, linked in the description. Now we're going budget with this fourth selection. I spotted them this month and I thought, I don't do enough of these reviews anymore. I don't review the absolute bargain basement pieces on Aliexpress enough. And I know that a lot of you really did start watching this channel in the early days because of those type of watches that I was reviewing from Aliexpress. This is from SKMEI. It is less than £20 on the market at the moment. And I think a £20 watch is, it's just something that you can't really turn your nose up at. I think that with that type of price, it's hard to complain about it. Now, it does have a zinc alloy case, as you'd probably expect at this type of price. It has quartz movement. It has that absolutely gorgeous PRX type of style. And I know from the reviews that I've done this month that a lot of you really do love that PRX style and you are looking for a more budget alternative to it. This one comes in at an absolute ridiculous price. Obviously, you're going to make a lot of compromises, but if you don't have a lot of money to spend, if you just want something to throw on and you're not that bothered about what's in the back of it or what it's made of, you just want something that looks nice, it's not a bad option. A couple of things to mention. That alloy case, it's not stainless steel, that is a downside. It does have a steel band, however, it is a quartz movement. Not everyone's a fan of a quartz. One thing that I found really ambiguous is that they've, on their specifications, they've quoted that this is a glass crystal. I don't know what that means. Like, I don't understand. Is it mineral? Is it acrylic? Is it like what? What is it? I understand it's glass. We can see through it, but what type? Yeah, this one is available on the SKMEI official store. Again, linked in the description. Absolute bargain piece. I mean, we can't really complain if we're spending less than £20 on a watch. Look at the Casios that we all love. I think that this is a great option for some of us. Final watch of my 5-piece collection this month, the Cronos fully loomed Pilot. This is the L6001M. It has a fully loomed dial. It has this very gorgeous pilot-like aesthetic to it, and it is only £157. However, again, you do have the option to upgrade the movement in this one. It'll come in at 255 with an SW2000 movement. That's a Swiss movement. Again, as I have mentioned, really quality movement to offer in a piece. And Cronos are one of those brands that really do play in the San Martin, Proxima type of range on Aliexpress. So they are really quality pieces, really well finished and quite durable. Now, they do have a lot to offer. This one has been my favourite to see this month. I really do like the Arabic numerals on that dial. Very bold and really stand out, especially with that black handset. I think that also makes a real presence to the dial. Sapphire crystal, PT5000 or SW200 movement, and it is available on the Cronos official store on Aliexpress, the Cronos watch store on Aliexpress even. I really think a full lume dial is something that everyone needs in their collection. I have a couple, I think, and they're just a delight, especially when you put them away in the box of a night and you can see that fully loomed dial really do its job. I love it myself. BGW9 lume dial 2 Super Luminova. Quality, I guess. Thank you for watching this one, guys. If you would like to pick any of these watches up, as I've mentioned, link is in the description. I also have my online store linked down there. Now, as I mentioned in the intro, if you want to pick any of these watches up, I definitely advise that you have a look around at the other stores and see if there's any deals that you can pick up, any cheaper pieces. These are just the stores that I have seen these watches on, and therefore obviously that's the ones I'm going to show you. Thank you for watching this one. If you're a fan of this type of video or you'd like to see some more reviews of these types of watches, then please do subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.